We don't know how many wolves live on Prince of Wales Island, but the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service is trying to decide if they should list them as threatened.
That's not stopping the Forest Service from moving ahead with its current logging plans. KTVA 11's Kate McPherson is here with part 3 of her Tongass Timber series. Good evening, Kate.
Hi, James and Emily. Well, the latest research from state biologists suggests that there's already a decline in the wolf population within the Big Thorn logging project area. Now, several lawsuits challenge the Forest Service's decision to allow the destruction of forest on the scale that is proposed. It's September, and that means millions of salmon are returning to spawn in rivers throughout the Tongass National Forest. No logging can occur within a certain distance of the water.
We're walking towards the Thorn River now.
But elsewhere, thousands of acres can be clear-cut.
They will cut trees like this a half-mile away as part of the sale.
On Prince of Wales Island,
this is what the forest ought to look like.
Local resident and former employee of a conservation group, Bob Claus, worries about the future of his home if the 6,000-acre Big Thorn timber sale is allowed to proceed.
The biggest thing for me is that this is the last biggest remaining place where the temperate rainforest exists. And we should do what we can to make sure that it continues on in the future.
The Forest Service is aiming to begin the logging project next spring.
500 years, you know, think of what was happening 500 years ago in America, and this tree was there.
Centuries-old trees, including the prized Sitka spruce,
it's just a tremendous tree,
provide crucial winter habitat for the Sitka deer because the canopy prevents large amounts of snow from building up below.
They can live here just eating berry shoots and forbs, you know, from this kind of forest.
But the habitat, the whole ecosystem, is destroyed after logging.
Some of these trees might have been the first of their species since glaciation, so you'll never have you will never see another tree like that again.
The deer on Prince of Wales Island are essential for the wolf population. Deer are also important to subsistence and sport hunters. The Forest Service has a responsibility to maintain a healthy population of both while implementing logging projects.
We expect the deer populations to go down to some degree. We expect wolf populations to go down to some degree.
But the Tongass Forest Supervisor says wolf numbers will not be reduced to a threatened level.
Do I need to know exactly how many wolves are on that island? The answer is no. But I have a feel for, you know, what the trend in wolf populations are.
Some conservation groups are challenging that opinion in court. One lawsuit filed by the Southeast Alaska Conservation Council says the Big Thorn project is too large and will likely destroy the sustainable relationship between deer, wolves and hunters.
This is an old clear cut. It's between 20 and 25 years old. You can see the stump here.
This is second growth forest.
The trees have grown up into something that's called a stem exclusion, which means all the light gets blocked out.
Bob Claus says second growth conditions are bad for deer.
There is nothing for a deer to eat in here. Deer can't even move through here. It's a dead forest.
The Forest Service says hunting is more of a threat to the wolves than logging, and that the state of Alaska should consider reducing the bag limit.
The state is working with them to find the correct number of wolves that can be taken in a year and maintain the wolf population. That might be pretty close to zero coming up soon.
Finding a balance in this fragile ecosystem is not easy, and there is no simple solution. And biologists are continuing their work on Prince of Wales Island to get a better estimate of how many wolves are actually left. Tomorrow night, we take you inside the workshop of a man who uses Sitka spruce to make soundboards for string instruments sold by some of the most renowned companies across the world. Back to you guys.